tell you, I'm so happy to be here at Jackie's Club. And I go up along the halls of work every night, Jackie. So listen, I got a couple questions to ask you guys. I need your help. Does anybody remember their childhood? Is anybody still going through their childhood? That's my problem, okay? So nothing kind of works for me, right? Except for the equipment, that works. But relationships, jobs, all that kind of stuff. Comedy, sometimes. Depends on you guys for the comedy. So I decided I'm going to invest in myself. For the first time in my life, I'm going to invest in myself. So I go to therapy, right? That's a big investment. Of course, I found a coupon for 3 therapy, sessions. So that's what I use. So I go to the therapist, and they just, ask me the first session, how you doing, things like that. Second session, I go into the therapist, and she goes, Ralph, now, after our first session, I kind of understand why you're an asshole. I'm like, I am? She goes, oh yeah. Yeah, you had a fucked up childhood. I said, I did? Yeah, Ralph. Okay. First thing, you're Italian from New York with an attitude. I'm like, hey, that's my best attribute. Okay, I'm gonna put that in a positive column. And then she says, well, you went to Catholic school. I said, okay, that's a negative, without a doubt. And your dad is a rageaholic, smack you around, and he had OCD. I said, that's an Italian dad, that's love. She goes, that's not love, that's child abuse. I said, are you serious? She goes, Ralph, you suppress this is your problem. And she goes, there's one thing we really have to discuss, but I'm sorry, I have my next appointment here, so we'll see you next week. I go, what's the one thing? And she shuts the door. So I go home and I start having these panic attacks. Anybody have a panic attack here? Yeah. Come on, you can share. We're gonna heal together. Come on. Yeah. All right. I see one nodding head. The one truthful person in here. Anyway, you think you're having a heart attack, so I go to the ER. Where else would you go? And they help you breathe and things like that. But when you keep going back, you know what they say? You can't come back here anymore. You don't have a heart attack. You have a mental problem. You have to go up to the psychiatric ward. So I called my therapist. I said, listen, I got to get in to this next appointment. And she says, well, yeah, in 5 days, we'll see you. I said, no, I got my extra coupon. She goes, yeah, I know you have one more coupon. I said, listen, I'm having panic attacks. I can't sleep. My life is messed up. She goes, well, yeah, you have all this repressed stuff that needs to come out. I said, no, I came here last week. You did this to me. I never had a panic attack until I went and listened to you. Now I'm losing my mind. She goes, okay, come on in. So I go in, and she goes, coupon, please. I said, do I have to use the coupon? She goes, okay, hold your coupon. She goes, we got this experimental red light therapy, right? So you watch the light, we ask you these questions. It's gonna bring everything out, okay? It's gonna bring all up, all the garbage that you suppress. And your inner child. You're gonna make peace with your inner child. She goes, think of it as a reverse colonoscopy. Right? But you've been talking to Jackie? I'm like, is it gonna shit coming out of my ears or whatever? She goes, no. She goes, but you need to heal your inner child. I said, well, when we get the inner child up, can I kill him? So I don't have to deal with this shit? She goes, no, you can't kill him. You can't kill him. So I go in and I sit down and she'll follow the light. So I'm following this light. And she's asking me all these questions. All of a sudden the room starts spinning around, like a little too much wine, too much cava, too much brandy, too much everything, right? And all of a sudden, it's black. And all of a sudden, I look in, I'm a kid, and I'm in an escape room, and it's my dad, but he looks like Freddy Krueger. And this guy's going, come here, I'll protect you. And I go over, it's Father Ed, the pedophile priest from my childhood. I'm like, holy shit, I can't take anymore. Everything's spinning around. And I open my eyes, and I'm like, oh, the panic is gone. This really worked. I got rid of the panic. Not so much the hemorrhoids, but the panic is gone. So, I'm not going to talk about Father Ed tonight. I don't know if anybody has Father Ed issues. You don't have to raise your hand, just blink. Okay, you're safe. Okay. So, but we all know the Catholic Church is known for for exorcisms, right? Okay. And I don't know if you guys know this, but they actually invented waterboarding. back in the Middle Ages. Oh, maybe you know what is baptism? Anybody? Okay, so anybody here remember, anybody baptized in this room? Okay, we got 2 people. Okay, anybody, did you remember your baptism?
It was on Easter Sunday. I was 10 years old. Yep.
Oh my God, it got you late, huh? Yeah, most people don't remember their baptism because they get you when you're a little baby. So,
Southern Baptist.
and the reason I'm screwed up, and you're probably screwed up, you were a baby, right? When you had your, okay. So, how they baptize a baby, for those who don't know, they drop you in the water, and the parents stand there and see the bubbles coming out of the baby's mouth and going, my kid's dying. And the priest is standing there waiting for the last bubble. Then he goes in and he goes, you're saved. You are now saved. And the parents are like, here's money, and they hook them in. That's basically what's happened with the Catholic Church. So I don't know if any of you guys are religious on any other religion. Got any other religions? You could raise your hand or blink your eyes. Okay, this is the blink your eyes crowd. Anyway, so I had some hope because some of the therapy was working. I got rid of the panic attacks, right? The hemorrhoids are still here, but I'm working, Jackie's got some oil for me to take care of that. And so I keep going to therapy, right? I think maybe I can heal everything and make my life what I want it to be. So years and years of therapy. And I gotta tell you, I'm still going. It's like a Netflix subscription that never expires. But it's a lot more than $10.99 a month, I gotta tell you that. So, with that, I thought, people are helping me, right? I mean, it wasn't a genie with 3 wishes, but it was 3 coupons that got me on this road to heal a little bit. So I thought, I'm gonna give back, right? So, this part is really true because I mentor teams in Howard County. And it's a program called Leadership Howard County. And it's Leadership Youth, LU. I said, well, it should be LY, right? Like, I'm from New York. Youth, yeah, I would say that. Me and my uncles would say that before they put a cap in your head. But I don't argue with these people, right? So this year, I have this great group, and I'm doing this shout out. And I got Terry over here filming because I want to send it to the kids. And it's the only time, there's no profanity in this because they're not of age yet. So, fuck that. No, I didn't say that. Okay, start over. So, for Leadership Howard County, I mentor teens. And so this group I have this year, so what they picked is community service project for old people. Any old people here? Okay, all right, you can blink and wave. And okay. You guys didn't blink or wave. What's up? Okay. So anyway, so I'm like, okay, old people, what do you have a project name? Yeah, we're gonna call it the Memory Project. I said, okay. So I don't know if I told you, but I mentor teens, and it's in Howard County. Anyway, so they have this project, and it's called the Memory Project. Thank you. Okay, so that's a joke for the teens. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I'm talking to the teens right now. Sorry, guys. But also the audience. I love you guys, and thank you. Can I have a big shout out for the what project? The Memory Project. Can I get a shout out? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you guys. See you later. Goodbye.